Welcome to T.A.G Gaming, where you can watch the average gamer fail at playing games.
What's up, everybody? Today we gonna be going through 6.1.2, the skill lane on the right side. I'm bringing in Sentinel, Medusa, Starkey, Nebula, and Proxima. I'm bringing in Sentinel because this lane is a biohazard lane. All right, so we get right into it. First fight up is Black Widow. So we gonna check the node to make sure it's nothing special. Nothing special. So we gonna go in with Starkey. All right. Not even gonna really make a big issue of building up poise charges. I might build up a couple just so I can hit a little bit harder. Get this fight over with just a little bit quicker. All right, there we go. Black Widow is down. All right, so next up, we're gonna have to deal with the Thor rags. Right, check the nodes, and as you see, biohazard. So of course we're gonna bring Sentinel in. All right, and the key to fighting Thorax is to not intercept because he auto blocks on intercepts, or he has a chance to auto block on the intercepts. So the first thing I'm doing is building up my analysis charges. Because you want to have 100 analysis charges in order to get the most out of Sentinel. And what you see me doing now is I was backing up because I wanted him to go back and hold the block because that's an easier way to beat into the block. Um, you don't want them to just dash back and come back in because sometimes you can dash in to try to beat into the block and get smacked in the face. Apply a little shock. Now it's funny that you can shock the God of Thunder, but hey, I don't make the game. Then we apply a little incinerate. Made out the special too. Go back in and finish Thor off. Alrighty, next up is Blade. So just like any other fight with Sentinel, I want to build up my analysis charges. My whole key to fighting Blade is that I want to keep him to a bar of power or less. Generally because if I apply any debuffs, if he has more than the more power he has, the easier it is for him to run out the buffs. So I want the buffs to stay on as long as possible. And also the more power he has, if he dash backs and blocks, the more power, the more energy he can regen. All right. Throwing out the specials so we can avoid special delivery. You got clipped there a little bit. All right. They not even gonna worry about baiting out the special because the special 2 should kill him. There we go. Blade down. All righty. Next up is Massacre. Bring in Sentinel again. Alrighty, now Massacre is a fairly easy person to fight. Want to stick to baiting out the SP1s because the SP2 is a little more difficult to avoid. Um, the timing is very peculiar for it, so I generally tend to just want to bait out the SP1. All right, trying to bait out the SP1. There we go. All right, still trying to build up the rest of my analysis charges. Got those. Now we can get to work. All right, we're gonna try to bait out this SP1 again. There we go. Apply a little shock. Alrighty, now I do like to, if I can, apply a debuff, a damage over time debuff, while I'm trying to bait out specials. Simply because if I'm baiting out the special, it's getting damage in while I'm trying to bait out the special. So, alrighty, that's Massacre down. Next up is Killmonger. All right, go in with Sentinel again. Don't beat into his block. Try to build up them analysis charges. Now I do take a little bit of reverb damage while I'm attacking into the block, but it's a lot less than I would take if I were attacking directly. All right, now get out the SP1. Want to use SP1s against Killmonger because it has the armor break on. And once we get that armor break on them, the reverberation doesn't apply. shock damage in there. And I threw the SP1 into the block because with Sentinel, if you have 100 analysis charges, his debuffs from specials apply even through the block. Alrighty, I make a mistake there and dash in too quickly, catch the end of that special too, and I'm dead. Alrighty. Now instead of doing a smart thing here and reviving Sentinel and going back in, I try to go in with Starkey to see if I can, save a revive. But as you'll see in a few seconds here, it did not go very well. And the reason that I'm throwing heavies is to try to avoid triggering biohazard. Get clipped. Bleed did a lot of damage. Got biohazard again. And that's all she wrote. Alrighty. Now since Proxima is really in for just cannon fodder, really I just brought her in for the synergy with Nebula. So I throw her in to try to finish them off. No luck here either. All right, and that's Proxima dead. All right, so I say screw it. Go ahead and revive Sentinel. Since Killmonger is so low, I don't even bother building up the analysis charges. Just go ahead and fight him. Try to get him out of here quickly. All righty, and let's Killmonger down. And next, we have one of the banes of my existence in Marvel Contest of Champions, Korg. I hate fighting Korg. He's a pain. Now, normally I like to fight Korg with Blade because I can regen from the damage taken from trying to get his rock shield down. But since this is a biohazard node, I cannot bring in Blade for this fight. So we let Sentinel do the best he can. Alrighty, that's Sentinel down once. Go ahead and revive him. Bring him back in. 5-hit combo ending in all lights. Now, when you're fighting Korg, you want to be very careful because he can purify the stun. So sometimes parrying isn't a great option. There you go. Take that SP1. Sentinel's dead again. I'm going to revive him and bring him back in. Did I mention how much I hate to fight Korg? I think I did. Bait out the heavy. Get the work on getting the rock shield down. Rock shield down. Throw off a special. Try to push him to the SP2 because it's easier to dex versus the SP1. Rock shield down again. I know he's immune to the shock charges, so I threw the heavy to push him to that SP2. Bait out the SP2. There we go. And using the medium into the rock shield is what killed me. I'm gonna go ahead and revive Sentinel. Get back in there. Alrighty, rock shield down. Throw off the special. Alright, Korg is down. Alrighty, now we're gonna go up here to Sentinel. Now my thinking was to bring in Nebula to try to save as much of Medusa as possible. Since I have Nebula and the Proxima synergy, she starts off with 10 shock nodes. 10. She starts off with 10 shock charges, and the shock charges allow me to stop Sentinel's abilities. The only problem with Proxima is that when you have the shock charges saved up, you don't want to parry, and she does not do enough damage when you don't use the shock charges. And as you can see, I'm 30 hits in and haven't even done 20% damage dealt. I'm trying to bait out the SP1, but he doesn't want to cooperate. Get clipped. Sorry about the text message in the middle of the fight. check off for SP1. Go in after his SP1, get some damage in. I get clipped right there. Wanted to bet out the SP1. Thought he wasn't going to throw it. Then when I get ready to dash in, he throws it. Because, of course, that's how it works. All right, so at this point, I just say, screw it. I'm going to go in with Medusa and try to go ahead and knock him out. All right, we get a couple armor breaks on him. Then we throw the SP1 and go ahead and armor shatter, lock him down. Mistimed the dex on that last bit of laser. All righty, we go ahead and finish off Sentinel. Now, I took a little more damage than I wanted to with Medusa, but not a terrible job. Alrighty, go in to fight this Ultron, which is also the bane of my existence on this particular chapter. All right. Gets clipped by the SP1. He evades. Get the armor shatter up. Then we can go to work. All right. Now the goal is to get to the SP3 before the first armor shatter wears off. All right. Get the SP3 off. Now, if you will notice that once I got the second second armor shatter stacked on him, I think there's a bug with this chapter because he's gaining power and he shouldn't be. All righty. So at this point, I want to try to do some damage to Ultron to try to minimize how many revives I need. So I throw on a champion boost for Sentinel and go in and try to just deal as much damage as possible. Not even build up any analysis charges, not even bait out any specials. Just go in and deal as much damage as possible. Alrighty, there we go. We're gonna take an SP3 to the face. And Sentinel is dead. Alright, so we're gonna revive Medusa and go back in. Alrighty, so the backup rate kicked in and the power flood at the same time. SP2, he evades, catches me in the face with a combo. Go back in with Medusa. Evades. Catches me in the face with a combo. Alrighty. Mistimed my SB1. Didn't get the armor shatter in time. So he built up to the SB2. Couldn't take it. All right, we revive Medusa and go back in. Mistime the dash back to avoid the special one. He evades. Get a knee to the face. All right, so we're going to revive Medusa and come back in. Try to bait out the SB1. Didn't do it. Catch the SB2. Get the armor shatter up. Them shocks are doing damage. Now I'm trying to see if I can get them down before I lose this last 4% of health. And there we go. Ultron down.